The multiverse. Endless possibilities. Infinite versions of the heroes we've come to love. Hey everyone, Jared here, and welcome to another episode. Today, in honor of Wonder Woman's 80th birthday, well, 80th birthday in publication, not her actual birthday in the comics, because I believe she's closer to 3,000 years old there. We are going to travel beyond the stars, into the possibilities, into the what if, and create an original take on Wonder Woman. Let's get started. As we dive into this, there's a little bit of a backstory on how this illustration came to be. Starting off, it was a friend of mine challenged me to create an original version of Wonder Woman. It just happened to be her favorite character, but also she represents, in the medium, over half of the human population on Earth, so that's a pretty big deal. It's a good start, but what really got me invested into this attempt were the tie-in covers drawn by Jason Fabok for the DC Metal event a couple years ago. Those covers were some of the most amazing pieces of artwork I'd have ever seen. They conveyed so much. Wild, crazy worlds that felt like the true representation of the endless variations of heroes and villains that could be found in the multiverse. That story and the concept that it conveyed really captured my imagination, and it got me thinking, what could I create in this space? And that's the overall goal of today's piece. So starting off, we are going to create a comic cover, and we're going to try and incorporate a couple of elements that make it stand out. So right off the back, there are a couple of things. So because we're playing in the multiverse, we need an Earth. So this is the Wonder Woman of Earth 85. And I want to keep some of the aesthetics that still show that it's a Wonder Woman. So I'm going to keep the eagle on her chest. So that still says it's Wonder Woman. As for everything else, I took a lot of liberties with it. The most important thing that I wanted to add was a cape flowing. I'm not sure if you guys saw my The Batman trailer that debuted on DC Fandom. But one of the things I absolutely love is some really nice cape work. You know, just have a cape flapping and flowing in the wind. That's just, oh man, I'm all here for that. So definitely wanted to incorporate that. Another component, which is one of the things that was a must in attempting this, Wonder Woman of this Earth is a woman of color. I decided to go in this direction because in doing the research for this, I did take a look at all the various depiction of Wonder Woman. There were a lot of them that were women of color, Hispanic, black, and my frustration with a lot of those were the colors seemed to not have been turned up enough. There was a little bit of uncertainty as to whether too much color would clash with the skin tone, and I want to challenge that, see if we can actually turn up the colors, but have that work in harmony with the overall piece. Well, and that brings us to the last component, is the composition. So the standout elements in the Jason Fabok art for the DC Metal were that these pieces stood out. These were not pieces you could just easily walk by. They made you stop and made you ponder. So that's what we're gonna do in this representation. What we're gonna shoot for. Who knows how this things will turn out. So, okay, I'm done talking. Let's do this. You know, as I sit here, it really got me thinking. I think I want to do a series on these, of the Justice League, the founding members or so, and just experiment with it. I just had a lot of fun working on this, and it really got me thinking, you know, I could do this with Batman, I could do this with Superman. But overall, this illustration came out fantastic. My favorite part is the silver eyes that I gave her, and I really thought those were really cool. Making her a woman of color worked. That also gave me some ideas for some other projects. So overall, I think this really rocks. And that's gonna do it for today, guys. I had a blast working on this piece here, and it got my imagination thinking. So I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna create a couple more characters in this universe. So keep your eyes peeled for upcoming videos. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for the notification. And yeah, guys, I will see you next time.